earlier this year, we lost beloved TV dad and comedian Bob Saget, whom you worked with on Full House. What was Bob like on the set of Full House, and what legacy will Bob leave behind, Tahj?
My gosh, condolences to his family. I've been keeping his family in prayer, but Bob Saget was just one of the sweetest men in Hollywood, and he was just so funny and so sweet. And, he was like the dad on set. And I a lot of my childhood was spent, on that set. And I will never forget him. And I'm honored to have been able to work with such an amazing person. And he was funny, kind, sweet. And yes, he will definitely be missed.
Well, Tahj, someone else that was very close to you was Naya Rivera. You dated the late actress, and you actually called her your first love, your first everything. Wow. How did her death affect you?
Oh my gosh. Well, anytime, I try to stay as far away from these questions as I can, because I want to give respect to her family and her mom and her dad and her brother and sister and a lot of her family who I'm still in contact with now. So again, just respect to them, and I love them all so much. I grew up with her and that family. I grew into manhood and adulthood, with her, and it was rough. But again, it can't relate to what they felt. They lost a daughter and a sister, and so I'm always just very it's weird for me sometimes to talk about how it felt personally, because I feel like it's nowhere near what they felt. But it was rough for a while. But knowing that she's in a better place now is always when if I do think about her and I get down, I just remember that.
Yeah. Times, yeah.
So smart.
Tahj, we all loved you in the 90s hit show, The Smart Guy.
Yes.
And now there is rumors of a reboot. Is that happening?
Well, I'll say this, I'm very busy right now, so it's slightly on hold at the moment. But during the course of COVID, however long we've been in this COVID thing, there's been meetings and Zoom calls and conversations being had.
Okay.
So it's just about timing and when everyone is available to do it. But I think the idea that I came up with is the perfect blend of like that nostalgic feeling that the fans love, with a mix of something for the new generation. So it's a blend of old and new that will ultimately come together to make the new version of that whenever it does happen. But yes, there has been conversations about it and a possible home for it and a possible writer for it. So it's just a matter of time.
That's amazing. That's a ways
that's a
along.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that,
so,
Tahj, that you're saying
it's
that it's your idea and your concept of how it's going to come to. I love that.
Yeah, I think, and that's one of the things, because Smart Guy fans don't mess around. Like they want what they want, and there's a fine line between giving the OGs what they want, but also leaving room for the new generation.
I love that.
to come on board if they haven't seen it before. So it was tricky to sort of find that balance. But again, ultimately, when it does happen, which it will, because I won't stop, because the fans will not let me stop.
Yes, I love that.
So it will happen when the time is right.